There is a moment in every life, if we are brave enough to truly feel it, when the undeniable weight of our own destiny settles upon our shoulder. It's a whisper, then a roar, telling us that the comfortable narrative of simply existing is no longer enough. We see the chasm between where we are and where we know deep down we are meant to be. We feel the subtle yet persistent ache of unfulfilled potential, the silent question echoing in our very core. Is this truly all there is? This isn't a fleeting thought. It is a profound, soul-awakening realization that our future is not a predetermined destination, but an unwritten manuscript waiting for us to seize the pen and author our own epic. This isn't about mere ambition. It is about recognizing an intrinsic, undeniable power within you, a power that, once fully unleashed, will not only transform your own life, but reverberate through generations, shaping the world around you. For too long, we have been conditioned to believe that success is a lottery ticket, a stroke of luck, or an inheritance bestowed by external forces. We've watched others ascend, believing their triumphs were reserved for the uniquely gifted, the privileged few, or those born under a luckier star. But this comfortable delusion is precisely what keeps the masses bound in mediocrity. The profound, often uncomfortable truth is this: your future is not given, it is taken. It is forged not in fleeting hope, but in relentless intention, in unyielding willpower, and in a deliberate, disciplined engagement with your own mind. The titans of industry, the visionaries who reshaped continents, the artists who forever altered our perception of beauty, their stories are not tales of serendipity. They are testaments to an audacious act of will, a defiant refusal to allow circumstances to dictate their destiny. Consider the story of Abraham Lincoln. Born into poverty, facing personal tragedies, repeated political defeats, and widespread skepticism, his path was anything but paved. He lost elections, businesses failed, and his personal life was fraught with sorrow. Yet he never surrendered his vision for a unified nation, a nation free from the shackles of slavery. His profound belief in his purpose, even when surrounded by doubt and civil war, transformed him from a humble lawyer into a monumental figure of courage and conviction. His success wasn't handed to him. It was painstakingly carved out of the raw, unyielding stone of relentless adversity. He commanded his success by owning his vision even when the future seemed utterly chaotic. He understood that true command wasn't just about external power, but about an internal resolve that could weather any storm. This powerful realization begins with a fundamental reorientation of our mindset. We must move beyond the passive hope for success and cultivate an active, aggressive mental framework that demands it. Your mind is not merely a receptacle for thoughts. It is a forge capable of shaping reality. If it is filled with doubt, fear, and scarcity, it will manifest those very conditions. But if it is imbued with unwavering conviction, boundless possibility, and audacious intent, it becomes an unstoppable engine of achievement. This is not positive thinking in the superficial sense. It is a profound and deliberate neurological rewiring, dismantling the limiting beliefs inherited from a world designed to keep you small. It is the conscious decision to choose empowering thoughts over debilitating ones, to see opportunities where others see only obstacles, and to perceive solutions where others identify only problems. The future you truly desire is not out there waiting to be discovered. It is within you, waiting to be unleashed by the sheer force of your own awakened mind. Think of Edison. Countless failures, thousands of experiments that yielded nothing but frustration. Any ordinary mind would have capitulated, succumbed to the narrative of impossibility. But Edison's mind wasn't ordinary. It was a fortress of ingenuity. He didn't see failure. He saw iterations. He didn't feel defeat. He felt closer to the solution. His mental fortitude, his unwavering belief in the possibility of electric light, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, was the bedrock of his transformative success. He owned the problem, and by owning it with a relentlessly solution-oriented mindset, he commanded the solution, illuminating the world. This cultivated mindset then forms the unshakable foundation for absolute belief. Not a timid hope, but a visceral, all-consuming conviction in your innate capacity to achieve, to innovate, to command your chosen domain. This is the understanding that within you resides an inexhaustible reservoir of talent, creativity, and resilience. When the world tells you it's impossible, when the critics sneer, when the market shifts unexpectedly, it is this absolute belief in your own inner power that acts as an impenetrable shield, preventing you from succumbing to despair or doubt. It's the profound conviction that even when the path is obscured by fog, you possess an internal compass, an inner knowing that will guide you to your desired destination. This belief is not fragile. It is tempered in the fires of adversity, strengthened with every step taken against the grain, and solidified with every small victory achieved through sheer force of will. It becomes an unyielding pillar supporting your grandest ambitions. Consider the journey of Walt Disney. In his early career, he faced bankruptcies, intellectual property theft, and constant rejection. Financiers scoffed at his ideas for a full-length animated feature. Critics dismissed animation as mere child's play. Yet, Disney held an unshakable belief in his Vizuna world of immersive storytelling, of magic brought to life. He poured his own resources, even risking personal ruin, to fund Snow White. His belief was so absolute, so infectious, that it eventually drew others into his dream, ultimately creating an empire that defied all expectations. He didn't just wish for success, he believed it into existence, commanding his creative vision to become a global reality. This unshakable belief, coupled with a transformed mindset, then crystallizes into unwavering clarity. Vagueness is the enemy of command. It's easy to say, I want to be successful, but what does that truly mean for you? Clarity is the laser focus that cuts through the noise of distraction and doubt. It is the precise definition of your objectives, the specific strategies you will employ, and the exact steps you will take to conquer your chosen peak. In a world saturated with information and endless possibilities, clarity becomes your sharpest weapon, ensuring every ounce of your energy, every hour of your effort, and every resource is directed with pinpoint accuracy toward your ultimate aim. Our journey to command success isn't an aimless wander. It's a deliberate, meticulously charted expedition, each turn precisely known, each landmark clearly defined. Without this precise definition, our efforts scatter like dust in the wind. With it, they become a concentrated force capable of moving mountains. Think of someone like Jeff Bezos in the early days of Amazon. While his initial vision was to sell books online, his clarity of purpose extended to becoming the everything store. He didn't just build an e-commerce platform, he meticulously focused on customer obsession, relentless efficiency, and a long-term strategic view that often baffled short-term investors. His unwavering clarity on this grand vision allowed him to make bold, often counterintuitive decisions, like investing heavily in infrastructure years before it was profitable, all to serve that singular, expansive objective. He owned the future of online retail by having unparalleled clarity on its ultimate shape, and in doing so, commanded its evolution. With this crystal clear clarity firmly established, the next indispensable element is a compelling vision. This is not a mere mental image of a desired future, but a vivid, emotionally charged landscape of the life that commanding success will enable you to live. It is the palpable feeling of the impact you will make, the freedom you will command, the legacy you will forge. In the long, often arduous journey of seizing your future and commanding success, a powerful vision acts as your North Star, preventing you from being swept away by the currents of doubt, unexpected setbacks, or the seductive pull of immediate gratification. It is the destination that makes the arduous journey worthwhile, the promise that transforms difficult choices and disciplined actions into a meaningful, passionate pursuit. Without a vivid, emotionally resonant vision, the pursuit of success can feel like a chore. With it, every strategic decision, every moment of sustained effort becomes an exhilarating step towards an expansive, fulfilling future. Your vision is not a fantasy, it is a prophecy awaiting your command to manifest. Consider the story of Elon Musk. While controversial, his vision extends far beyond mere product creation. It's about fundamentally altering humanity's future on Earth and beyond. From electrifying transportation with Tesla to making humanity multiplanetary with SpaceX, his vision is audacious, almost absurd to many. Yet, this visceral, almost spiritual commitment to his vision drives relentless innovation, attracts immense talent and capital, and allows him to make bold, often high-risk decisions that others would shrink from. He doesn't just build companies, he commands a future that to many still feels like science fiction because his vision is so clear, so compelling, so absolute. This compelling vision then leads us to a profound sense of purpose. This isn't just about accumulating accolades or wealth. It's the fundamental why that underlies your pursuit of success, the driving force that propels you forward even when exhaustion threatens to overwhelm you, when doubt whispers its insidious lies, and when the obstacles seem insurmountable. In the often turbulent world of commanding success, a strong sense of purpose becomes your ultimate anchor. It gives meaning to the disciplined effort, direction to your strategies, and unyielding resilience in the face of failure or rejection. When you know why you are seizing your future and commanding your success, whether it's for freedom, family, philanthropy, innovation, or a burning desire to leave your mark, the how becomes infinitely more manageable, and your every action aligns effortlessly with your ultimate destination. Your purpose transforms mere ambition into a sacred mission, a force that transcends personal gain. Think of someone like Nelson Mandela. His purpose wasn't personal power or wealth, it was the liberation of his people from apartheid. This deep, unshakable purpose sustained him through decades of imprisonment, unimaginable hardship, and relentless pressure. It fueled his resilience, clarified his vision for a free South Africa, and ultimately allowed him to emerge from prison not with bitterness, but with a profound commitment to reconciliation and justice. He commanded change on a global scale because his purpose was larger than himself, a beacon that inspired millions and altered the course of history. With purpose clearly defined and burning within, the next crucial step is rigorous discipline. This isn't about rigid deprivation or joyless grind, but about consistent, deliberate action aligned with your ultimate purpose, especially when the path is uncertain, distractions abound, and the desired outcome feels distant. Discipline is the invisible architecture that supports your grandest ambitions. It is the unwavering commitment to deliberate practice, intelligent strategy, and diligent execution, regardless of immediate gratification or external distractions. In the journey of commanding success, it's easy to succumb to procrastination, fleeting impulses, or simply neglect the consistent, often mundane habits that compound into extraordinary results. But it is precisely in these moments that discipline becomes your most powerful ally. It's the consistent repetition of small, purposeful steps, even when inspiration wanes or the immediate impact seems negligible. It's the daily decision to prioritize your future command over fleeting present comfort. Consider the unparalleled discipline of Michael Jordan. His natural talent was undeniable, but what truly separated him was his relentless, almost obsessive discipline in practice. He was often the first to arrive and the last to leave, pushing his limits long after others had stopped. This discipline extended beyond the court into his relentless focus on improvement, his study of opponents, and his unwavering commitment to winning. He didn't just want to be great, he willed himself to greatness through an unyielding regimen of self-mastery. He commanded the game not just with skill, but with a level of discipline that few could match. This discipline then manifests as decisive action, not impulsive, frantic flailing, but strategic, purposeful steps born from clarity, conviction, and a deep sense of purpose. It's the courage to launch that venture despite economic headwinds, to pursue that ambitious project despite initial skepticism, or to make a difficult but necessary cut to align with your vision. Our journey to command success means being proactive, not reactive. It means not waiting for perfect conditions, but creating momentum through intelligent decisions in the face of imperfect information. Every significant achievement, every truly extraordinary future began with a series of bold, courageous actions. The greatest risk in commanding success is often inaction, the paralysis of waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives, or the fear of stepping into the arena. Think of someone like Colonel Sanders, who started KFC after retirement. He faced countless rejections, traveling across the country selling his chicken recipe to restaurants. Most would have given up after the first few dozen no's. But Sanders took decisive action, driven by his belief in his product and his vision. His persistence, his willingness to keep knocking on doors and taking concrete steps despite constant setbacks, eventually led to a global fast food empire. He commanded his success through sheer, tenacious action, refusing to be deterred by the monumental odds. As we navigate the path of commanding success with disciplined action, a crucial element that emerges is gratitude. This might seem paradoxical when faced with setbacks, criticism, or the overwhelming pressure of ambition, but it is precisely in the midst of uncertainty and struggle that gratitude can become a profound anchor. It's not about being grateful for the difficulties themselves, but about cultivating an appreciation for the lessons they impart, for the resilience they forge, for the new opportunities they reveal. When we can find even a glimmer of gratitude in challenging circumstances, a lesson learned, a strength discovered, a hidden truth unveiled, we shift our perspective from victimhood to empowerment. We recognize that even in the most turbulent waters, there are hidden blessings, unexpected insights, and invaluable growth waiting to be discovered. This perspective fuels unshakable inner strength and prevents bitterness or paralyzing fear from taking root. It allows us to see the opportunity amidst the disruption, the hidden leverage in the apparent setback. Think of someone who suffers a major business failure. While devastating, those who eventually rise again often express gratitude for the brutal but invaluable education received about market realities, risk management, or team dynamics. The initial pain, though real, ultimately serves as a catalyst for a more intelligent, resilient, and effective approach to future ventures. Their gratitude for the experience, bitter though it may be, transforms it from a perceived calamity into a catalyst for profound wisdom and more astute decision-making, helping them command their next venture with greater precision. Hand in hand with gratitude is radical adaptability. The landscape of opportunity is in constant flux, and our journey to command success is rarely a straight line. Our commitment to owning our future means embracing the necessity to pivot, to reevaluate our strategies, to explore new approaches when old ones fail, and to embrace emerging technologies. Rigidity in the face of change is a recipe for stagnation and eventual irrelevance. True success lies not in an unyielding grip on a single plan, but in the flexible spirit that can bend without breaking, that can adjust its sails to catch the shifting winds of market circumstance. When faced with unforeseen economic downturns, technological revolutions, or paradigm shifts, the ability to adapt, to learn from what isn't working, and to creatively devise new solutions is paramount. This isn't just about survival. It's about leading the evolution, commanding the next wave. Consider the story of Netflix. They began as a DVD by mail service, a seemingly comfortable niche. Yet, their leadership recognized the seismic shift towards digital streaming. They didn't cling to their initial success. They initiated the painful, disruptive pivot to streaming, even while their DVD business was still thriving. Then, they adapted again, investing billions in original content, transforming from a distributor to a content powerhouse. Their immense success and continued dominance are a testament to their unparalleled capacity for strategic evolution, their radical adaptability in the face of constant, accelerating change. They didn't just adapt, they commanded the evolution of an entire industry. This radical adaptability, in turn, strengthens our resilience. Resilience is not the absence of struggle, setbacks, or economic uncertainty, but the profound capacity to bounce back, to recover from defeats, and to grow stronger in the aftermath of disruption. It's the inner fortitude that allows us to withstand the storms of market volatility, personal crises, or professional failures without being shattered. Every setback, every rejection, every unexpected downturn, if met with the right mindset, becomes an opportunity to build this internal muscle, It's the understanding that scars are not signs of weakness, but emblems of battles fought and won, reminders of our strength, our capacity to endure, and our unwavering commitment to our purpose, even when the path is obscured. It is the core power that allows you to own your future, even when it looks bleak, and command success through sheer grit. Think of individuals who navigated the dot-com bust or the 2008 financial crisis. Many lost significant fortunes, their businesses or their careers. Yet, those who possessed true resilience didn't give up. They grieved, they learned, they adapted, and slowly, painstakingly, they rebuilt their lives and ventures, often emerging stronger, wiser, and more impactful than before. Their resilience was not about avoiding the downturn. It was about confronting it head-on, learning from every brutal lesson, and pushing through immense uncertainty with an unyielding commitment to rebuilding and surpassing their previous achievements. They commanded their comeback. The journey of owning your future and commanding your success is a perpetual process of learning. Every experience, every triumph, every challenge, every market fluctuation, every interaction offers an invaluable lesson. It's an opportunity to refine our understanding of ourselves, to deepen our knowledge of our craft or industry, and to hone our skills in strategic decision-making. The most profound learning often occurs not in moments of comfort and predictability, but in the uncomfortable crucible of uncertainty, failure, and radical change. When things are stable, we tend to operate on autopilot, relying on established patterns. But when confronted with unexpected challenges, we are forced to think critically, to analyze data, to innovate solutions, and to seek new knowledge. This continuous learning isn't about merely accumulating facts. It's about cultivating profound wisdom, about integrating experiences into a deeper, more nuanced understanding of ourselves, our environment, and the ever-evolving landscape of opportunity. It's about letting go of what we thought we knew and being relentlessly open to what is emerging. Only through this perpetual intellectual hunger can you truly command the cutting edge. Consider the rapid evolution of artificial intelligence. Those who will command the future are not those who cling to old methodologies, but those who are relentlessly learning, experimenting, and adapting to the staggering pace of technological advancement. The most successful individuals and organizations are not those with all the answers, but those with the insatiable curiosity to keep asking better questions, perpetually experimenting, and never being afraid to admit what they don't yet know. They don't just participate in the future, they learn to command its direction. This continuous learning, deeply ingrained, naturally leads to a profound understanding of legacy and contribution. For true, enduring success, beyond mere personal accumulation or fleeting acclaim, finds its ultimate fulfillment in contributing to something greater than ourselves. It is in using our acquired wisdom, our hard-won resources, and our unique insights softened, forged in the fires of resilience and strategic choices to uplift others, to solve collective problems, to leave the world a better place than we found it. Our experiences navigating unpredictable terrains, our scars from adapting to new realities, become a profound source of empathy, guidance, and inspiration. Having walked through our own valleys of struggle and scaled our own peaks of achievement, we are uniquely equipped to light the way for others, to offer mentorship, to build institutions, or to fund initiatives that create lasting positive change. Our personal resilience becomes a wellspring of inspiration. Our smart choice is a blueprint for others to follow. We command not just our own success, but a positive ripple effect that extends far beyond our individual lives. Think of someone like Andrew Carnegie. He built an unprecedented steel empire through sheer will, relentless innovation, and strategic genius. But as he amassed his fortune, his purpose evolved. He dedicated the latter part of his life to philanthropy, building thousands of libraries, universities, and other institutions that would uplift society. He understood that true success wasn't merely in the getting, but in the giving. He commanded his wealth not just to accumulate, but to contribute, leaving a legacy of intellectual empowerment that continues to shape the world generations after his passing. The profound truth echoing through the lives of all who have truly owned their future and commanded success is this: your discomfort with the unknown, your fear of failure, your hesitation in the face of change, these are natural human instincts. But to truly manifest your potential, to truly secure your destiny, you must learn to transcend them. You must understand that the challenges you face are not designed to break you, they are designed to build you. Every setback, every unexpected turn, every venture into uncharted territory is an invitation to dig deeper, to believe stronger, to commit more fiercely to the vision that stirs your soul. The greatest narratives of triumph are not tales of effortless victories, but sagas of relentless adaptation, unwavering resilience, and consistently courageous choices in the face of overwhelming odds. Ford didn't just build cars, he revolutionized industrial production by relentlessly iterating despite repeated failures. Rockefeller didn't just drill for oil. He created a systemic empire through an unparalleled clarity of vision and strategic execution. Disney didn't just draw cartoons. He built immersive worlds by daring to dream beyond existing technology and financial constraints. Lincoln didn't just lead. He unified a fractured nation through an unyielding purpose and profound moral clarity forged in immense personal and national suffering. Their immense successes were not born in comfort, but forged in the crucible of constant change through their unshakable resilience and consistently smart choices. Their struggles, their uncertainties were not detours. They were the very terrain through which their destinies were realized. They didn't just seek success, they commanded it. Now look within. What challenges are you resisting? What uncertainties are paralyzing you? Do you see them as chains holding you back, or as invitations to unleash a new level of conviction, strategic creativity, and purpose within you? This is not about denying the discomfort or minimizing the challenge. It is about understanding that within every struggle lies a seed of opportunity, a hidden lesson, a strength waiting to be discovered. Your unique blend of experiences, including your encounters with unpredictability, has equipped you with a perspective, an adaptability, and a fortitude that no one else possesses. These are not vulnerabilities to be hidden. They are superpowers to be leveraged for extraordinary achievement. The time for hesitation is over. The moment to awaken your inner commander is now. Embrace the discomfort of strategic risk, for it is the undeniable sign of profound growth. Lean into the unknown, for it is where your true power resides. Let the currents of change forge an unshakable purpose within your soul. Let them clarify your vision, sharpen your discipline, and ignite a relentless pursuit of your highest calling. For when you choose to own your future and command your success, when you align your journey with the dynamic flow of prosperity and purpose itself, you don't just survive economic shifts, you lead. You don't just adapt, you innovate. You don't just accumulate, you create an enduring legacy that inspires countless others, leaving an indelible mark of excellence and contribution on the world. The question is no longer if you will face challenges, but how you will meet them. Will you let them paralyze you, or will you allow them to serve as the very foundation upon which you build a life of profound freedom and extraordinary impact? The choice, as always, is yours. Own it. Command it. Lead.